are good, you are kind, you are more than these. Lost for words, trying to describe you. Elohim, Elion, Ale Shelevi. Your greatness is all I see. There is nothing you cannot do. There's no mountain you cannot move. If you have said it, then you will do it. 'Cause you have a try.
People, hope you all are doing very well today. Welcome back to the Young Black and Independent Show, where we discuss a variety of topics to help young black folks live lives that are spiritually fulfilled, lives that are value added, lives that are less materialistic, and lives that are financially independent. I'm your host, Sil, and today I want us to talk about your might in the Lord. Aligning your mind with God's supernatural plan. That's the topic of today's episode. The song I started with just reminds me of how powerful God is. He's almighty. Anything that he has said, he will do. That's what he promises us. And that's why I started with that song. It's a song that when I listen to it just really hits me. And I remember the first time I got to listen to it, I would say that I got arrested. I would say that I got arrested by the Holy Spirit. I just couldn't do anything else but sing and pray and cry. I was just in a place where I imagined God's might and power, and how fantastic, how awesome it was for me to be called his daughter. I don't know if you've ever been in that place, but it was just amazing. There's no mountain you cannot move. If you have said it, anything he has said, he will do. The most important covenant between the creator of the universe and mankind is the original covenant of creation. God gave man dominion over all other living things. Compare Genesis 1 verse 26 to 28. This covenant shows the original intent for which God created man. This is the most important covenant in the Bible, which shines light on your purpose on earth, as it shows the main reason for which you were created. Let me remind you why you are powerfully made. It is necessary to gain confidence and increase your faith about the power bestowed upon you as a child of God. It is super necessary. It will be reassuring for you to know that you have the God-given ability to influence and manage the planet based on the fact that, number one, you are a mini God. Let me explain before you start casting stones at me. God made you in his image and likeness. What does that make you? A mini God, isn't it? Yes, let's just say it as it is. I remember a sister friend of mine told me that she branded her business Black Goddess, and people were like, people accuse her of blasphemy. No, she is a mini God. She's a goddess in her own right as a daughter of God. She is, and she named it Black because she is black. She's so beautiful. You should see her. She's black and she's a goddess because she's a mini God. So because she's a woman, she's a goddess. So what's wrong with that? I told her, please take your God-given position. You are a black goddess. So yeah, you are a mini God because you are made in the image and likeness of God. If you believe in your heart that he is in charge of everything, it therefore means that you have a creative power. You have the same creative power and the potential to stretch your imagination to infinite heights. Imagine for 1 second that God is your father and you are his daughter or son. Isn't that cool? Oh my God, God is my father. Oh, you're mighty. You're mighty. God literally made everything we have, and everything we shall ever have belongs to him. They all belong to him. And he says to you that you are made in his image and likeness. Wow. I mean, what God has is yours. What your parents have is it not yours? It's yours. So what He has is yours. So you're powerfully made. Start aligning your mind with God's supernatural plan. The second reason why you should believe that you're super powerful and you can achieve all things is because you have the responsibility of procreation. Did you hear that right? You have the responsibility to procreate. Man and woman, you meet together and you procreate. Means you keep multiplying God's creation. Yes, He created Adam and Eve, and then He gave mankind the power to carry on that legacy, to keep procreating. God called you to procreate. What this means is that you're expected to plan for your future generations. God expects you to work hard enough in order to leave an inheritance for your offspring and your grandchildren. I guarantee you that God hasn't put you here to work, pay bills and die. No, that's not His plan for you. You have a purpose on earth and you must think about your future generations. All these things we have on earth, all these inventions and innovations, is because there's need for continuity. God inspires the people who create all these things so that mankind can keep enjoying all these amazing things that He has in store for us. You have a purpose on earth and you must think about your future generations in every single thing you do. Today we have a climate crisis, people talking climate this, climate that, because we are thinking, the people now, the leaders today are thinking about the future generation. There will be no need for procreation if there's no planet to live in. If the ozone layer is ready to kill us, or what's the need to procreate? You don't want to give birth to a child after 9 months of pain and they die. So yeah, if you think about it that way, you would understand how powerful you are. And if you put people after you into your plans, the way you live your life, you most likely will meet your God-given potential. The third thing is that you have dominion. Yes. Align your mind with God's supernatural plan for you because you have dominion. The word dominion also implies we have the capacity to manage abundant resources that God has put at the disposal of mankind. So much at our disposal. God gave you dominion and authority. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over the earth, and over every single creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." Genesis 1 verse 26. If you have power to manage all these things, why don't you have the belief that you're destined for greatness, that you can become a millionaire, a trillionaire, whatever it is you want to become? Maybe that's not your dream. Whatever it is that makes you happy, you can become that thing. God has given you dominion over every single thing that is here on earth. The last thing is that you can have everything. Now, the difference between this dominion point and this one is that you should ask. As humans, God is only a prayer away from us. Moreover, He has instructed us to ask and we shall receive. Mathew 7 verse 7 clearly states that. I love that. That's the one biblical quotation that I have off heart from boarding school. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. So God Himself expects you to get in touch with Him when you need anything. Just holler at Him. You're like, "Yo, God, what's up, man? Daddy, what's up? Sylvie's on the phone. Come, I need to talk to you." Is that not what you do for your parents? Yeah, God is your father. Holler at Him. Cry wolf when you need help. Whatever it is you want to become, ask Him. Ask Him. And if it is good for you, He promises that He will make it available to you. He's not going to come and force it down your throat. But if you ask Him and it's good enough for you, He will give it to you. This is not about how fantastic or how righteous you are or any of these things. It is about you holding God accountable to His promises. The Bible says God is not man that lies. He said if you ask, He will give you. And he also said that he's able to give you exceedingly and abundantly more than you could ever even imagine. Ephesians 3 verse 20. These are powerful words. If you can sit down in a quiet place and think about them deeply, they will change your life and your perspective. Also, God promised you that you can do all things through his strength in you. He will strengthen you to climb that mountain, to do anything, to start that business that you want to start, to get that certificate that you're gagging to get, to become that amazing runway model that you've always dreamed of, to have the children that you imagine every single day. He can give you all these things. Philippians 4 verse 13. He can give you all these things and much more. I have come to the end of today's podcast. If you see my face right now, it's so, I'm just so passionate about this topic because it's something that has worked wonders for me. I remember a family member telling me that I will beg for food by the streets because they thought that they had taken from me what was, in quotes, my livelihood. But I went down my knees. I said, God, you created me. You did not create me to worry. You did not create me to worry. You did not create me to fear. But you created me to worship daily. And I'm living all right here. I will trust in you, Lord. I will trust in you, Lord. I will put my trust in you. I love that song. At least when I listen to it, I cry. I said, God, you did not put me here to worry, but I will trust in you and you will make it happen for me. And after I prayed, I went to work because he says that he blesses efforts. Don't go to church every day like what we do in Africa. Success is not religious. You have to put in the work and God will bless your efforts if you ask him. Now that you know what you're capable of doing as a child of God, go ahead, stretch your mind. Stretch your mind. Go onto our website and download our mind stretch exercise. It is mind-blowing. It will change your life forever. Go onto our website, look for the article, Your Mind Equals Your Imagination. Your mind and imagination equals abundance or lack. Download that article. There's a link on there that will take you to a document that says you should write 50 things. You can write 1,000 as much as you like, but the minimum is 50 things that if money and time were not a problem, you will love to achieve, you would love to do. Please do it. If you love this episode, please share it with a friend, and please follow us on all our social media platforms. On our website, you can check all other related articles, www.youngandindependent.com. And you can also follow us on Twitter, Young and Independent, on Instagram, Young and Independent 35, on Facebook, Young and Independent Community, and on YouTube. You don't want to miss this YouTube video about asking. Go on our YouTube channel. So many amazing videos. Our YouTube channel is Young and Independent. I hope you enjoyed it, and do take care until next time. Bye.
Whoa, yeah. You are mighty God, mighty God. Whoa, yeah. Time, mighty one. One who sits high but looks way down low. You are good, you are kind, you are more than these. Lost for words, trying to describe you. Elohim, Elion, Ale Shelewi. Your greatness is all I see. There is nothing you cannot do. There's no mountain you cannot move. If you have said it, then you will do it. 'Cause you have a track record of keeping your word, and you're not about to stop doing it now. All over